Module 4 Exploratory Presentation by Jacqueline Duarte. What makes a civilization great? I think there are many things that make a civilization great, but I feel like these are the most important, like having a strong government, the civilization being self-sustainable, the civilization being in a good location for protection and to be close enough to water, the soil being good for crops, for food, the civilization being able to trade so that it can help stimulate the economy and the supply, having a stable food supply, having religion and art and education, which provides a sense of unity, which is important for a civilization. For my two civilizations, I decided to do it on ancient India and ancient China. One of the main differences between the two was religion. Ancient India's main religions were Hinduism and Buddhism. Hinduism, they believe in many gods, they believe in reincarnation and the afterlife. They believe that there is rebirth of the souls after death. They also believe in karma, which is moral consequences of the people. And Buddhism, where they believed in meditation, spirituality, physical labor, and good behaviors are the ways to achieve enlightenment or nirvana. Ancient India traded using ships on the ocean and had contact with other nations. And in ancient India, priests had high prestige. In ancient China, religion was Confucianism, Taoism, and legalism. Confucianism was a more peaceful way of living. They lived by the saying, "Do not do unto others what you would not want to do unto you." And then there was Taoism, which was that Tao is the cause of the universe and it flows through all life. They believed in spiritual immortality and that the spirit of the body joins the universe after death. And then legalism was more strict and they relied on laws. Ancient China also traded using the Silk Road. They were a lot more isolated than ancient India, and instead of priests having prestige, it was actually being educated in the society that gave you prestige. There are many similarities between ancient China and India, but I think the ones that really stood out to me were definitely that they both had really great achievements. China with paper making, gunpowder, compass. And for India, we have their sewage systems that were very advanced for their time. Algebra, we have them to thank for that. And we also know that for them, religion was very important. And both of these relied a lot on agriculture and also had organized patriarchal societies. Ways the 21st century ideas differ from ancient China and India. There are a lot, obviously. For example, today's advancements in technology, knowledge is at our fingertips. I promise you, I probably was not able to grab my phone and Google how to change a tire back in ancient China and India, or have a tire, or even have a car in that case. So I feel like that's super important and different. So is social media. Social media is a powerful tool that we use to communicate nowadays, and I feel like it's going to be the most important way to communicate with people. I can now communicate with my family outside of this country, and I promise you that was close to impossible if we lived in ancient China and India. Another idea that is a lot different that we have today is that we do not rely on family as much. And what I mean by that is that back then we used to rely on either our elders or women relied on their husbands, and we are a lot more independent than we were before. Another different idea that we have today is that we're more liberal than we were back then, like same-sex marriage, human rights, civil rights, freedom of speech, freedom of press, freedom of religion. All of that is completely different than how it was before. Criteria for great civilization includes, but is not limited to, economic stability, strong government, diversity, equal rights, advancements in medical practice, access to food and water. I think economic stability because it allows people the ability to access resources that are essential to life, like quality housing, food, water, and a job that provides a stable living wage. We also need a strong government to maintain internal and external security and stability. Diversity is very important because for a lot of us, our culture is what shapes us, and it's our way of living, and it will help us recognize that culture is very important and have, of course, diversity in our civilization, as well as equal rights because everyone deserves that, and advancements in medical practice. Along with all the great technology that we have advanced a lot in our medicine field. Access to food and water are very important because without that, we would not survive. And that is all for my presentation today. Thank you.